Hello and welcome to Perplex Damage, the show. It's just me, Adam, Doc Sampson. We'll get you on here in one of these videos, but right now it's just me solo again. Alright, it is early Wednesday the 12th. Okay, today we're going to go over week 2 for the drawing of the 2 Chaos War singles. Last week was Gamer Hudson, so congrats to Hudson. I actually I mailed out his package or his 2 figures yesterday afternoon, so he should be getting it either later on this afternoon or Thursday. So, but congrats to him, and he's probably going to reveal what he got in his 2. So, all right, and then I'm going to go over last week. I'm going to go over the 2 games I played in, and then last week they also released the starter pack, or starter set, you could say. I think it's starter pack of Man of Steel. So I got one of those, even though I'm not, I'm straight up Marvel fan. But one reason why I got it was because it had a brand new PAC card. This is the brand new one. It actually has the new pink powers on it, and so if you want a new one, go ahead and get that starter set. And it also came with dice, which were just regular white ones, like small white ones. It also came with the object tokens, like your smoke cloud barrier and stuff like that, and also 3 heavy objects and 3 light objects. And kind of wish WizKids could update those items, those objects, because they're starting to get old, and they could put some kind of new cool design on them. That'd be pretty sweet. But it also came with your 2013 Heroclix Worldbook. So the set alone, for the price that you pay, I mean, those are pretty good to put in your arsenal, you could say. All right, and then I will be going over. I played Thursday night. Of course, I played the 1,000-point game that I played with PC This, aka Rick. He played a very, very evil Mystics team, and then I played my X-Men team, and I'll give you some kind of an update on that. And then Monday night, just 2 nights ago, technically, I played in a 300-point modern. The rules were at least one of your players had to have range combat expert and either range combat expert or close combat expert. And I kind of misread that because I thought all the characters had to have it, but only one had to have it, so I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But I was going to go with my Cyclops' team, and it would have worked if I would have read it right, but I decided not to. And what I went with, I will reveal that later on. I went with an Avengers team, so. But I took pictures, so you should be able to see which figures I played. And alright, so let's get to the main purpose here. Alright, in the box, as usual, these are the original 10 vote entries. I have not pulled these out. I haven't manipulated them in any way, left out anybody, because there was 11 in the first week, and of course Gamer Hudson, he's not in this drawing, but he will be in the drawing for the Joker and Harley Quinn at the end of the month. And so everybody who entered the first week didn't have to enter this week, because you will all get an extra entry raffle ticket in here. So let's go through the names. What I got in here: got Adam Evans. So fold that up. All right, Adam, there's yours. And we got Matt Sheeler. There you go, Matt. And we got Kenny Minks. Now let me remind you that you will be playing for 2 of the Gravity Feed unopened Chaos War sets. So, alright, here is Kenny. Here is AJ. Got a lot of replies on the first video. A lot of people saying, "Hey, good job," and looking forward to the next one and stuff like that. So it's pretty sweet. So there you go, AJ. Got one for James Bell. There you go, James. Our buddy from Hawaii, XON. There you go, XON. You got Ryan Zeppelin. If I messed up any of your guys' names, I'm sorry. So, there you go, Ryan. Chris Ray. There you go, Chris. We got Chris Yarbrough. There you go, Chris. And last, we have Jeremy Nash. There you go, Jeremy. Alright. Quite a few in there. Should have about 20 of them in there. I'm just gonna... I know the noise was a little distracting the first video, so try to get it away from the speaker. Here are. Alright. Put some pollen in here. And then next week, if you didn't win anything, if you won something, well then, just like Hudson, you're not in the drawing until the last week. But next week, you will have an extra raffle ticket in here for all those who haven't won yet. And so you have 3 chances of winning. Okay, so close my eyes, just like before. Promise I'm not peeking. Alright, I got one. Alright. And today's winner, or this week's winner, of the 2 single Chaos War boosters, or not boosters, excuse me, singles, are Jeremy Nash, at Jeremy Nash. So congrats, Jeremy. I believe this guy lives in California, so I will get out your singles really fast. And Jeremy, like I said, I will probably be direct messaging you to get your address. I'll send that off to you. Sorry about the noise. Alright, yours will be this one. And this one. We'll also mark it the same way that we did for Hudson. Just so you know that they are exactly right. So, I'm going to put a 3 on the bottom of one box. I went ahead and put a 4 on the bottom of the other box. Like before, I'm going to X out the tape. So the tape wasn't manipulated anyways. See a little X on that. Same thing here. No, this X isn't really necessary, but if there's actually something there that's covering up the X or the tape, you know that there's no manipulation in it. I'm hoping the majority of you guys actually trust us not to manipulate these boxes. Alright, so Jeremy, there is your 2 singles, and we will mail that out to you as soon as we can. It's probably going to be about a week or so, but we'll get it out by Friday for you. Alright. Excuse me while I get a drink. Alright, next we're going to go over the Superman starter set that I got. Let me see if I can grab it really fast. This was the Superman starter set. Alright, in the set it included 6 collectible miniature game pieces, 6 character cards, 6 object tokens, 1 rulebook, 2 full color maps, and 2 dice. One side of the map was it was something like downtown Smallville, and there was like an attack that went on there. And that was a pretty fun. That was my dream. That was a pretty fun map to play on. The other side is basically Metropolis, and there's this big old giant picture like a small version of the Grand Canyon, like right in the middle of the map, and that's what you got. You start up the top level of the map would be the 4th elevated train, and then it goes down to 3, 2, and 1. One's clearing down in the bottom, It's got a little water train down there. So you start up and you work down. So very very interesting. And all right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place this box right there. And I know the majority of these characters are not going to be quite in focus because of the camera quality, and we're sorry about that, but at least you can actually see what they look like. Alright, start things off, we got Superman, and you can play him at 200 points or 150. He's got the Superman TA, he's got keywords Kryptonium and Metropolis, and special trait is an inspiration. Friendly characters with a lower point value that begin or end an action adjacent to Superman can use willpower for that action. And then he also has a special damage, which is I'm here to help. Superman can use defend and probability control, but only to replace the defense values and re-roll the rolls of characters that are not on their starting click. So, and he's loaded. He's Endom. I think he's got it looks like 1 target with 8 range, so you get an 8 range character for prob. So that's pretty good in the new rules. But he's got pretty much everything that you'd think that a Superman would have. Alright, pull that guy out of there. Alright. Next is Jor-El. He's like a little gold like soldier guy with a gun. He has no TAs. And you can either play him at 100 points or 75, and he has 6 range with 1 target. And he's got a special attack, which is he can use Pulse Wave. When he does, hits damage value become 2 and is locked. After action resolves, deal Jor-El 1 unavoidable damage. So I'm thinking that instead of like 1, if it's spread out to numerous players, I'm thinking it's 2 to everybody. So that's pretty cool. And then he's got a special defense. He can use energy shield deflection and invulnerability. And he's got a special damage. Can use outwit and prob control. So he's got 6 range, so it'll get you the 6 that you need. So he also has barrier, which is good, and TK. So those are some big ones. All right, let's do this guy. All right, we got Kryptonium Warrior. Also, Jor-El was keywords House of El, Kryptonium, Scientist, and Soldier. This is the Kryptonium Warrior. He has no TAs. You play him at 75 or 50 points, and he's got 5 range with 1 target. Keywords Kryptonium and Warrior. He's got 2 special traits. One is Kryptonium Warrior modifies his attack and damage value by +1 when attacking a character with the Trio of Doom keyword or Superman enemy team ability. And also he's got a special trait when a friendly character with a higher point value in the keyword and the warrior keyword is within 8 squares, he could use willpower. So that's pretty cool. So just your typical warrior, charge, blades, claws, toughness, It does have exploit weakness, so that's cool. Alright, now to get into the villains of the set. Of course, we got General Zod. And he has the, his TA is PD. And he's got, you can play him at 200 points or 100 points. And he has 7 range with 2 targets. And his keywords are Kryptonium, Soldier, Trio of Doom. And he has a special damage of, can use Leadership and Perplex. He can use Perplex normally, or may target each friendly character within line of fire and with whom he shares a keyword. So, if he's got 3 people on his team, boom, within line of fire, everybody gets a Perplex. So, very cool. Get that out of there. Kind of looks a little bit like a weird Darth Vader. I don't know. Probably doesn't, but oh well. Sorry if I don't pronounce the female villain right. Ferora. If I mess that up, I'm sorry. I'm not the best genius on Superman. So, all right, she is at 100 points. She has no TAs, and she's got 7 range with 1 target. She's got the keywords are Assassin, Kryptonium, and Trio of Doom. She's got a special trait. She can use Stealth, and when she is a target of ranged combat attack, she can use Super Senses. And she is also a sharpshooter, so that's a lot of fun. She got Mind Control, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Shape Change, so she's a good character. And the big dog in the starter set is Namek. I mean, you can see the difference in size. I mean, he's clear up here. She's clear down here. So he's got Brute. Wait, you play him at 100 points. And he's got 4 range with 1 target, and he also has the giant reach ability. He's got keywords Brute, Kryptonium, and Trio of Doom. Basically, he's got Charge, Envon, Toughness, and special damage is can use Battle Fury and Close Combat Expert. So, just a big dog. Big man. Alright. And the final show off of this is, if you haven't gotten this, you should get it. It's only $1.99. It would be well worth it. It'll be well worth it. And that is the Marquee Superman Man of Steel. Very cool. You can see a good. You can see the detail of the costume, what it's going to look like, and no, he does not have his red shorts anymore, underwear, shorts, whatever. So that's a lot different there. But I'm going to actually do a quick little. Alright, believe it or not, but you can play him at 350 points or 200. Of course, he has the Superman TA, and he's a Kryptonium keyword. He's in Dom, which you probably already knew. And he's got 8 range with 1 target. He's got 2 special traits. One is that he could use Envon all the time. Another one is he is a wild card, but may only copy the team abilities of friendly characters with whom he shares a keyword. So, Kryptonium. So, if you have a Kryptonium figure that has Mystics, he's got Mystics. So, fun. He's got special movement. Superman can use charge, and when he does, he can use where he ignores blocking terrain and other characters. And he's got a special defense. He can use regen when he occupies a square of outdoor terrain. You may add the elevation level to the result of the D6 roll. So let's say, I think he's got like 11 clicks, 10 or 11 clicks. Let's say he's got, he's on, let me get the right click. Let's got this. Alright, this special defense comes in on the 9th click and 10th click. So, let's say you're rolling for regen on those clicks, and you're on that map that I just told you about, that the Metropolis map, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. If you end up on the 4th level, what you do is you roll the d6. If you roll like a 6, normally it would be -2, so just 4 clicks of health that he goes up. But technically it would be 10 clicks, because it's 4 plus the 6 makes 10, so then you would remove 2 off of that. It's 8 clicks, and if you're on the 9th click, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go, you're on your first click. So he's back in the game that fast. That's how cool that regen is. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So very cool. I was also sometime I just wanted to see just how good this character is. I like to do like one-on-one type battles, and some of the other ones that are worth 350 for modern is the Chase Thanos, which we still don't have. Believe it or not, we don't have that Chase Thanos. Chaos King, World Breaker, Brainiac, and the Superboy Prime, and also the convention special Superman and Wonder Woman. Not the one when they're kissing, but I wouldn't mind doing the. We have 3 of them: the Brainiac, World Breaker, Chaos King, and just have him go up against one of those characters each, and just seeing how tough this Superman is. So I think that would be a lot of fun. But that's something down the road. Alright. And then just to go over a brief overview of that X-Men vs. Mystics at 1,000 point game. It took a really long time. It was just me and PC this, and it took about 2.5 hours. But his team was a special, that special Doom that he did, the custom Doom, where basically he took the Future Foundations, their white costumes, and he made it like Doom's costume in the comic book, obviously. But he played Doom, and he played Doom, like 6 mindless ones, and like the 90-point Doctor Strange from Amazing Spider-Man. So pretty much it came down to, I still had Cloak and Dagger and 2 Storms on the board, and Doom was already at Godhood, and it was the 169 point Doom from Galactic Guardians. He was on Godhood on his first click, which is almost impossible. So he beat me. But it was still pretty cool for him to beat me. All right, Monday night's game. I went ahead and went with an Avengers team. I played all of them had Avengers Initiative. I played the 150 point Iron Man from the movie set. I played the 75 point Hawkeye. And I played the 65 point Hawkeye. And then I had the belt. I had the utility belt on Iron Man, and I think I had 3 objects. Yeah, 3 objects. And first game was really bad. One of our locations, our venue judges played the Gen 13 team base, and basically he was like, "I'm sorry, I'm playing you. I really didn't want to play you tonight." He's like, "I wanted to take it out on somebody else," so he played me. I think I got off 1 pulse wave for 4 with Iron Man. He quickly took out the Hawkeyes, but Hawkeye was taken out pretty fast. So, all right. In the second game, I had a bye game, which, for bye games you don't play, but you still get a win, and you get half of the point total of the game. So I got 150 points. And then my third game, I played a Ravagers team. Played against a Ravagers team, and it was interesting because we had the map of the shield map, where it was like the inside where there was a lot of like blocking walls, and it was like a maze. Like the map was like a maze, and the guy I played, I don't know why, but he's one of those players that, like, if you play him at the third game, because we played 3 games, and if he did bad before, I mean, he's going to be like, I don't really want to play, whatever. Here, let me see how my rolls work, and that type of person. For some reason, even though he was wearing a Batman shirt, he had claimed that he had never played the utility belt. So he was like, why are you on +2? Why are you on +1 all the time? And I'm like, that's what I roll, and that's what I stop on, So I'm sorry if I'm on +2 and +1. And he did one really bad move where he had Ridge, and Ridge has that special where if he can leap climb, and at the end of it, he could do a Quake for a free action. And I had Iron Man at +2, and on his first Quake is Pulse Wave for 10, so it would have been a 12 for 5 damage, and then his defense was a 19. It was a 20 because of the 2, and then the Perplex up in 1. So he came up and he leap climbed with like a light object, and then did a free Quake. Obviously the Quake roll didn't roll, and I'm like, alright, I'm going to do a Pulse Wave. It was only me and him within my, you see he's got, 7 range. Yeah, so it would have been like 4 Pulse Wave. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm doing a 12 on a 17, 18 defense, and I Pulse Waved him for 5 damage, and that took him down to basically his last click before his KO. So after I took out him, there's a player on the team. I think her name is Tara, and it was the one where she could, for free action, she could put out 2 barrier tokens. So he used that a lot, but I was able to finally do some ranged combat attacks via the 2 Hawkeyes. So, and the two Hawkeyes, the 65.1 is good for lead climb, so you can get to different elevated terrains. But the 75 pointer is running shot, which is very, very useful. Yeah, this was a good team, and I actually won. I won the third game, so technically I got 2 wins, which one of them was the bye. I got a total of like 459 points, and I got out of 9 players, I got like 4th place. And there was some really, there was a Mystics team that was really kind of quote unquote cheesy. One of our players actually bought a couple boosters of Fear itself on eBay, and he played 3 characters from that. I believe it was Titania, Illuminate, or the water guy with Namor. Played him, and then played somebody else, and then played the Book of the Skull, and he didn't do very good. He landed about 6th or 7th place, yeah, there were some pretty cheesy players, cheesy teams. One cool thing that we did get, I'm still waiting on my Trigon. I got him on eBay for 20 bucks. The guy who's the seller is taking his time. Basically, I ordered it on the 30th. I had to wait for him to state a shipping price, and I paid for it on the 6th, and it's still not here. So that's about, you do the math, that's about 13 days. So that's a little, But I went ahead and bought this would be our 3rd Fear Itself figure, besides the one in the Blitzkrieg pack. But got a favorite of my brother's that he definitely wants. I got Speedball. So, very cool figure. And in the comic book, Speedball, not only was he on the original New Warriors, but in the beginning of Civil War, he had that dilemma where Nitro came in and basically blew up all of, I believe it was Stanford, I want to say? Yeah, blew them all up, killed a lot of the New Warriors, and because of his special ability, Speedball basically got launched out. But anyways, let's do his, he has 62 points. He's got keywords of Initiative and New Warriors. He does not have any TAs. And he's got 3 range with 1 target. He's got the enhanced movement, and that is that he ignores hindering from movement and other people. He's got a special trait, Kinetic Bounce. Speedball ignores knockback damage when Speedball hits with or is hit by an attack. After action resolves, place an acceleration token on this card, and you may place him in any square within his speed value and line of fire. And he's got a special damage. Speedball modifies his speed value by the number of acceleration tokens on this card. He modifies his damage value by +1 for every 2 acceleration tokens on this card. So, very cool. Here's a close-up of his card. Speedball. So you gotta go all the way back to the 90s. I know Sean, my brother Sean, really liked New Warriors growing up. I was an X-Men fan. He was a New Warriors fan, so that's how we did it. But all right. This weekend, Friday's game is a 600-point team-based team. If I do go to it, I'm going to borrow somebody's Outlaws, and I'm not really, still not too sure if I'm going to go or not. I would love to go, but we will see what else I got going on. Gotta work Monday, but all right. So we just want to say thanks for following us, and we will have The third week prize will be next Wednesday after work. I'll probably make that video sometime in the morning. And congratulations to where's it going? To Jeremy. Yep, Jeremy Nash. Jeremy Nash, we will be sending off your 2 single Chaos War sets. Everybody else will have 3 voting entries in the next weeks, and then it's the big one for Joker and Harley Quinn. So, so thanks for watching, and leave us a comment here or on Twitter. And so this is on behalf of Sean. This is Adam from Perplex Damage, and we always remind you that whenever you can, go ahead and perplex your damage. Thanks for watching.